Hello everyone, I wanted to introduce myself, my series, and give information about my gaming knowledge. My name is Jared. I am 30 years old. With a passion for gaming and cooking, I help anyone with any video game as long as I have the knowledge of the video game in question. I went to culinary school for 2 years to get my degree, so in my spare time, I experiment with trying to make dishes taste better, at least for me. But in my spare time, after work or away from like cooking foods, I play RuneScape most of the time. I play some other games too, but I'm trying to do YouTube to like try and make that like a career, but it's a slow going process in a way. Yeah, so my goal for this series is to get the Maxscape on a brand new Iron Man account for Ultimate Iron Man. That is. Want to improve my gear, get better stuff, and learn like how to play osrs again, as I haven't played it since before it became RuneScape. So like before the evolution of combat. But yeah, I'm playing my RS3 account. I'm currently working on trimmed comp cape on my RuneScape 3 Iron Man. Trying to find more difficult challenges is why I'm doing the Ultimate Iron Man series. But yeah, I'm trying to learn the bosses on RS3 so that I can like try and end up putting out guides to have people who are like me, who are not as good at bossing as a lot of other people are, and then that way maybe they can learn like how to do it easier than if they watched somebody who's like a pro bosser that can do high tier bosses with like almost no effort, or can do like say like the end game bosses with like no armor, no food. It's like I can't do that. But yeah, I've been playing games ever since I was able to play games. So I'm guessing like 1 or 2 years old or something, however early I started. I grew up on Diablo 2 and StarCraft 1. I'm just going to call it StarCraft 1 in case people think it's StarCraft 2. I started playing those when I was like 8, I know. I think that was 1999, I think, is when StarCraft came out. I could be wrong. It could be like 2000. I forget the year. But I played those. So any system, pretty much, I've played a game, and I've had a favorite with almost every system I've played on. With Xbox, the normal Xbox all the way to Xbox One I've played. Anything past like Xbox One or PS3, I haven't played the newer systems, because after they released those, I went to PC and been playing PC pretty much ever since. My Xbox One and 360 and all that, they're all just sitting in boxes. But yeah, if you ask me my favorite game for any of the systems, I could probably tell you. Yeah. Anyway, trying to better myself with the bosses and trying to like unlock achievements and whatnot to feel more accomplished with the account that I'm running. But yeah, I wanna make everybody enjoy games that I love a lot. So like for RuneScape, I try to help anyone out that I can. Sometimes I don't have the information, so I will lead them to another person who knows what they can do. Like for instance, if I don't know a boss, I can give them information from somebody else, or I can just point them to that other person so that way they can watch it firsthand. But yeah, I'm super rusty at osrs. I forget what year it was that it turned into the evolution of combat. Was it like 2012 or something? I don't know. Whenever that happened, I stopped technically playing osrs and started playing RS or RS3 or whatever they called it. But I loved old school RuneScape back when it was normal RuneScape. Like all the random encounters, you had the vampires, I think it was, that randomly spawn and attack you. Same with skeletons or zombies. Then you had the trees that would damage your axes, so on and so on. That was fun. This grind for Maxscape is probably going to be very, very difficult since it's no banking, and I've not done anything of the sort prior to this. But yeah, I have a feeling that we're gonna have lots of fun. So if you feel like joining me on this journey, then we will both have fun and enjoy the process together of getting Maxscape. But I will say in the future, we can always do more difficult series things, like only doing Slayer drops as upgrading the gear. We can always do like one piece of armor or multiple pieces of armor restrictions, or we can always have like I'm trying to find out the words that I want to use here. We can use like specific restrictions for like upgrading gear via like shops or only from monster drops, like something like that. We could also probably try to restrict to specific combat style, like for instance if we wanted to do just melee for almost every boss or every like skill. We can also do like try to grind out like one skill at a time, or we could try to go for like all boss logs or something. But I'm not 100% sure on which one of those ways that I would like to try after getting Max Cape on my Ultimate Iron Man. But yeah, that's one of the joys of RuneScape, or old school RuneScape, either one. You can play it any way you possibly can think of, and that's the joy of it. It's like you're not restricted pretty much by anything. That there's literally nothing you can be restricted by. So that's pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, I do cooking and gaming pretty much in my spare time. But I'm currently working in restaurants, and I don't want to keep working in restaurants. I love cooking, but it's like working in restaurants is extremely painful because it's long hours, not enough pay, and it's like it's extremely painful for the muscles for like running back and forth in kitchens all day. And yeah, so I'm trying to start up YouTube and see if I can like make that a full-time thing, and then that way I can give everybody else content that they could possibly relate to. I know everybody won't be able to relate to it, but hopefully a lot of people will be able to relate and possibly learn stuff from it and better themselves in their gaming careers or in their just gameplay as it is. But yeah, we will have lots of fun in the future with this grind. So if you want to follow me and like the video, possibly keep joining me on the journey to Maxscape, we will be able to, yeah, we'll be able to have lots of fun. But yeah, if you have any advice, like any tips or things I'm doing wrong in OSRS, like for instance if I'm doing a skill the slower way and it's less efficient, then feel free to mention it in the comments. I will definitely take that into consideration and test it out. But yeah, anything you think that may make the content better, let me know, and I will definitely implement it in the next video or the next episode as far as I'm able to. Also, there's another reason why I'm trying to focus on old school RuneScape's gameplay a lot. I'm trying to get ready for the leagues that are possibly going to be coming up sometime in the end part of this year, like they did with last year with Trailblazer leagues. I was extremely unprepared for them. I did not know what good methods of training there were, or how to do some of the bosses that are in old school RuneScape. I also did not know where to get better gear. I had to keep using the wiki for it, and some of the stuff I didn't know where to go. But yeah, hopefully for the next league I am definitely prepared for it. I'm gonna try and learn lots of bossing and whatnot. But yeah, we are gonna have a very wide variety of stuff that I do. I'll probably be doing some of the skilling methods that a lot of people probably don't do anymore, which I'm not sure what they are. But I remember back in the day I used to do thieving, like just for money making, just off like the men or the farmers. It was back in probably what year was that? I think it was like 2008, I want to say. I don't know. I don't even know if Thieving was out in that year. I don't know if Thieving came out as soon as OSRS came out, or not OSRS, as soon as RuneScape came out after Classic. I didn't play Classic, unfortunately. I started playing RuneScape after Classic was done. But yeah, I did Thieving for a while, thinking that that was the best method for money making for lower levels, and eventually I found out that there was better money making methods. Like you can go ahead and make like bows, unstrung bows, or string the bows and then sell them to the general store, alchemy them. You can always go and you can kill like I forget what they're called, but they drop carapace armor. I think they're literally carapace. I don't know, but they're in the dungeon somewhere. I don't know, but we'll find out. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll also be doing like lots of clues and trying to complete like all the logs, the not all the logs, all the achievement diary things, so that way I can get the most out of all of them. The achievement diary should be pretty useful because I think that the achievement diaries give you extremely useful items. At least in RS3 I know they do, but I'm assuming since RS3 is pretty much an expansion of OSRS in a way, then OSRS should probably have better items. I'm gonna say that OSRS is an extremely good game because I believe that without OSRS, or without the original RuneScape that was technically OSRS before OSRS became OSRS, without that original RuneScape version, we would not be able to play either OSRS or RuneScape 3, and thus we wouldn't even have RuneScape. But yeah, this game has pretty much been my whole childhood. Like this game I've played since I was, well, let's see, I started playing when I was about 14. Started in 2005, and I've been playing ever since. I did take little breaks here and there. I think I took a year break in like 2010 or 2011. It's before Evolution of Combat came out. The year might be wrong of when I took a break, but it was before Evolution of Combat, and I came back and they had the beta type thing up for Evolution of Combat, and pretty much after that I've been playing ever since. I take a day off here and there, like just to not get burnt out. It's like, okay, I'll play something else for a day. But yeah, it's fun that they keep updating the game the way they are. They should keep updating it, and then they'll keep getting more people, but they gotta make sure they focus on the right things. You don't want to update something that nobody's using, and then have it updated, and then nobody uses it still. Like, it's just some stuff on RS3. They're dead minigames, like Barbarian Assault, for instance. Almost nobody does Barbarian Assault unless they're going for Trim Comp Cape or Comp Cape. So, or even Master Quest Cape, because there's no real point. I mean, if you're an Iron Man, there's literally nothing you can pretty much get from that other than just, I think, the armor and the insignia. So with each video I make, my editing skills will slowly increase, which means that the videos will slightly get better each time. Aside from the actual game content itself, the videos should be more like exciting and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I will see you in the next episode. Well, have a good day. Later.